need a an intro.
He'll add that.
Well,
We're back!
Let's talk about sex, baby. Only 9 seconds.
You know how the rest of it goes.
and welcome to Peeves and Cues. I am your host, Mr. Ed. With me is the clever girl.
Hello!
I've already forgotten all your names.
How dare
Mischief
you.
Gay.
Or gay.
Gay Mischief or Gay.
Just gay for short.
Chocolate Thunder.
What's up?
And Carmen San Diego.
Where in the world am I? I'm right here.
So we're back for
She's
one
here.
I'm
more
here.
Spotlight episode.
Spotlight number 3. Or... Go on. You do it.
About body image.
Body image.
Since most of our regular castmates probably won't want to talk about body image, we thought it'd be a great way.
It's a good one. They should all talk.
They should talk about it. Everybody should talk about it.
Mm-hmm. It needs
But
to be
nobody
talked
does.
about.
It does need to be talked about.
Guys, let's talk about body image. What do you guys think about?
talk about
What are
all
your thoughts on body image in general? Let's go vague.
Is that
first.
your question?
Yeah. I think body image is pretty cool. You think about yourself. Sometimes it's painful.
I
We'll
don't
talk.
think there should be a thing of body image. I think people should just be happy and be happy for other people and their bodies. I guess.
I mean, I want to say yes, but I feel like in order to find the body image you're comfortable with, or to be comfortable with that, you have to...
Hate yourself a little?
not hate yourself a little, but you have to, like, see...
What you want?
Yeah. I feel like you have to see what you want and see what you don't want, but then realize that it doesn't matter because you're perfect the way you are.
It's what's inside that counts.
Of course.
Totally.
Like, you know? You know what I mean, though?
Yes,
you
I
have,
do.
You
I
have
do.
to have something.
Right.
Yeah,
To be-
everybody just can't be blind.
Right.
To
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. Everyone's so awkward about body image.
Yeah.
This is America, though. I mean, that's what...
This is like, we live for this conversation.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm in an industry where physical appearance is probably number one.
Oh.
And you're studying
And
in
so
that same...
I think it's...
And I work at Hooters. So
You have to just...
Yeah, look at you.
You have to know what you're getting in for. Like, if you want to work in an industry where that is number one, then you're going to probably have to look a certain way. And that's just the maybe unfortunate truth or just the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if you're comfortable in your own skin, then that's great. Like, I know personal antidote, I've kind of gotten in a lot better shape over the last 2 years. And it's been 2 years of me really being very disciplined on what I'm eating and working out more and really making a huge lifestyle change. But that's because I wasn't happy with where I was. I didn't necessarily think that everyone thought I needed to make a change, but like I knew I wasn't where I wanted to be. And I'm much closer to where I want to be now. So I think it's a personal thing, but I mean maybe some...
Well, like you said,
Yeah.
you gotta be happy with yourself.
You gotta be happy with yourself.
I look at... What?
Well, I was just... sorry.
What? Now you're sounding like me. What?
All right, what? I've been doing some research on like how physical appearance like impacts what other people think, because
I definitely want to piggyback on this when you're
Me
done.
too.
That's
it
true.
does not, like, nobody gives it any consideration in their own mind, but everybody judges people on the way that they look.
Even subconsciously.
Yeah, it's not even like it can be as easy as like if a person is ugly, your brain will go they are not as good a person. No, this does happen.
You said ugly, though.
Right.
When you just mean, like, maybe not symmetrical.
Sure, whatever.
Or
Conventionally.
Whatever you-
Conventionally
Yeah,
good looking.
conventionally attractive. Like
Ugly is a negative word and they really don't want to use it.
like Quasimodo is seen
He's
as
a very
bad guy.
handsome man.
He has a great heart.
Yeah, but he's seen as a bad guy because of how he looks, and it doesn't like matter. And it's that, but on a smaller scale. Like there will be politicians who are like, "Why am I not testing well?" It's because you're not attractive.
Yeah,
And that
JFK won
shouldn't
by a
matter.
landslide because he was a very good-looking president.
Right.
Barack Obama was also a very good-looking president, so...
Cut to Obama girl circa 2008 or whatever.
Okay, but what about D. Trump?
Yeah, he's an anomaly on
Yeah,
every level.
that was just out of
I
anger.
just know that you have a thing, so
We're not gonna go down that road.
Yeah. Why would you tempt me
Let's
with
not.
that? You literally just
I didn't. I'm
kicked that
sorry.
scab open, and now it's bleeding everywhere.
Well, he's ugly.
On the same note, I think Hillary is a fine looking lady for an older woman. Let's move on. I do think that it's not a lot of people like think about it as much as it actually does impact the world.
Definitely.
It's something to think about.
It goes as small as I have this really good-looking coworker, and my bosses talk to her a lot more than they talk to me, and I'm completely convinced it's just because she's prettier, and she really, she dolls herself up every day. She has these big eyes, and then all this makeup and all that crap. So
She's super skinny.
I mean, she's not a rail, but she's got a good body.
See,
She's also got a good personality, so it just makes me even more mad.
Killer.
but then you have those people that, they're not, like you said, conventionally attractive.
Yeah.
But they have a really good heart, and then you have people who
That's exactly
very attractive,
who are shells of human beings.
Yeah.
We know some of them.
Jody, you and I have a theory about that.
Yes, you have to go through an ugly stage in life to develop a personality.
Right.
And I like to call them the junior high years because everybody is hideous.
Oh,
what were you like in junior high?
Well, I was nerdy. I hadn't grown into my chunky yet. So I was awkwardly chunky and I had glasses and my hair was really short and I was ugly as fuck.
I gotta see pictures.
I was ugly. I had blonde hair.
You were blonde?
That's true.
Dyed it blonde.
And what else did you have in your hair?
Bangs and braces, and
awesome.
it was pasty white.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yes,
But
they
you
were
look
bad.
back on that so many years. Oh my god, I'm so old.
Stop! You're.
I feel death creeping in.
No.
But it's you have to feel better about that after.
That's what I'm saying. You have to
grow
go
up.
through that ugly stage to develop a good personality, and then you get pretty.
And I think that it goes for a lot of areas. I think if you go through when you're younger and you're not happy, either you're super poor or you're just in a really terrible place or whatever. But then as you get older, you get if you become rich in your 30s or whatever, you appreciate it so much more than if you're just born rich. Never mind.
You think money makes people more attractive?
Why?
Not.
No. He's just saying that you appreciate.
No, unrelated. Unrelated
Asking.
to.
I do not think money makes people more attractive.
My husband's got money and he's attractive.
Yeah, but he's a shell of a human being because he
True.
knows he's good looking.
He's also very shallow.
That's what
Mhm.
I'm saying.
See? Yeah.
But it's funny because I know a guy who doesn't like fat people
Mhm.
or black people,
Ooh.
but he's not attractive.
Yep.
But he has this weird, charming personality that still doesn't work for him.
Huh.
It's strange.
I don't want anybody to take offense to this, but do you think that it's easier for people to look past somebody who has a shitty personality and really good looking than somebody who is
Good
physically
question.
unattractive but with a really good personality?
How many people are in terrible relationships because they don't realize the other person's terrible? They just
They
are
just
this
see
person's
a-
hot.
Yeah, this
I think
person's hot.
you can go. Well, it's so hard because if someone is not conventionally good looking, they won't even take the time to see that they are a very good person,
Right.
which you see a lot. You see, stereotypical nerd guys that are I can't get a girl, but it's because they won't talk to me or I can't talk to
Also
them.
because you're not a good person. Those nerd people.
Some nerds are.
Yeah, but they don't know how. Hey, I'm very good looking.
That's right. Best friend.
They just don't know how to use their own personality because they think, "Hey, I'm not a jerk, so I deserve a girl." I deserve
Yes, and women
happiness.
and some men are very hardwired to think that if he doesn't treat me right, I like him. It's like that backwards thinking.
That does happen to a lot of people.
See, it's different for me because I have this I have a very strange outlook on dating, being fat, because I feel like I'm just so attractive. I don't need to date somebody who's less attractive than I am. You know what I mean? And
Okay, so if they have a good personality and maybe they're just not up to par, what do you feel about that?
I'm not going to give them a chance.
Yeah, you
is the thing.
You are very weird dater.
Like I don't
Like you don't have a type.
I don't have a type, but at the same time,
you like everybody.
Yeah.
I do. I like something about everyone.
You do.
But it's like when it comes down to it, like I've tried to date guys and have sex with guys that I literally could not look in the eye because they were so unattractive.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard because it's like they have these great personalities and like if you're just texting them, you don't know if they like.
You have to have a certain level of both.
Correct. But at the same time, it's like if that's them looking at me, I feel like they think they're doing me a favor.
Oh.
When in reality, it's not like that at all. Bitch, I'm doing you the fucking favor.
Because you're gorgeous.
So,
how many people come up to you and you're like, you're so many.
And it's wild to me.
Do you have people that come up to you just because of your size?
Random, not sort of.
It's the big eyes and just
it's
the good.
weird.
You have a very symmetrical face.
People have their things that they are into, like specifically for no other reason than, you know.
People like Carmen Sandiego's lips.
Yes.
Like talk about them all the time.
Yeah, literally, it's kind of weird. Sometimes I'm like, okay.
Do you know some people think that you look like Wonder Woman?
Yeah, I've said that.
Gal Gadot or Wonder Woman.
Not the character of Wonder Woman, but like
I love her. I accept.
There's that trailer of Justice League where she like has her hair in the ponytail, and I'm like, that's indistinguishable. I could not tell the difference.
I accept. I think she's gorgeous. I love her.
But yes, I hear Carmen Sandiego's eyes, her lips, like gorgeous.
Her name's not actually Carmen Sandiego, so this is kind of weird. It's weird to keep referring.
Chocolate Thunder. Chocolate Thunder
That is her actual
is
name.
like drop dead gorgeous.
That's my karaoke name.
It's really hard because when you were like growing up in high school or everything, I don't know if this is what everyone was like, but I was always taught that you can't judge someone based on their appearance, and even like looks do not matter as far as like the quality of a person. So like there was like this idea around the group of like friends that you would have where it won't matter what the person looks like that you decide to be with, because if they're a good enough person, you can look past that.
Do you know why you are like that, and probably nobody else at this table is like that? Because you were just so ass deep in the theater program at your high school, and they just incest with each other all the time.
That's every theater program, though.
Yeah.
But I'm just, and that's just a trait that we all share.
This was all pre-theater. This was like middle school when before
I absolutely don't agree with that. I was very look conscious in.
Well, that's the thing. I was
school, and
too.
most of high school.
I was too, but they taught us that was wrong, and so you were struggling with. You were struggling with this idea. Well, for me anyway, of you shouldn't be attracted to the person that you end up dating because that's very shallow of you. But then when you grow up, you have to.
Yes,
be like,
that is very confusing. Now I know why you're so confused all the time.
So I worked through that, and now I'm dating someone very beautiful.
I totally get that, though.
Yeah.
It's like you don't want to think that you're being shallow.
Right.
Yeah.
But also, it is important to you.
I think
like
it's
you
an
have to
important.
be attracted.
I think that's the first. I mean, that's always the first step of like that.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I do want to talk to you.
Right. You
It's
see someone
like,
attractive, and like, I want to get to know you.
It has to be more than that, but that's an important.
It has to be a mix of both.
Yes.
Right.
It has to be a mix of both.
It does have to be a mix of both.
Yeah.
I feel like, but you know, I fooled around with this guy for like months, and like he's ugly.
But sometimes I would feel like if
He's
you spend
ugly
time
AF.
with somebody, you could be like, "Oh, you're cuter than I like originally thought."
Yeah.
But if that never happens, then that's
that never
fine.
happens,
Then you need to be like, "I'm not attracted to you."
I mean, sometimes you do that, and you can't get rid of them 2 years later, and they're still like hitting you up like.
Is that I'm
Why you love
I'm
me?
gonna like myself?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I read a thing about what you were talking about, where somebody was saying that they would see someone for the first time and they'd be like, "Oh, this person's unattractive because of this, this, and this." But then over time, they would just start focusing on those things, and then those would become the things that they liked about that person, and they would think, "This person's a very attractive person because of
overpower the weaknesses."
that." Yeah, that's true.
So it
At least they should.
It
They
can
should.
happen, but if it doesn't happen, I don't think you need to feel like so horribly guilty that it didn't happen, because that's an important element of being with somebody is being physically attracted to them. I mean, I would say.
And there's also a level of just putting yourself
Not the
together
most
as a
important,
human
but yeah,
being.
important thing.
Like, you know,
Hell yeah.
like,
Hell yeah!
Get yourself together. Take a fucking shower.
Wear some
Right.
fucking deodorant.
Look nice for yourself and for
Brush your hair, brush your teeth.
there are a lot of,
Brush your teeth.
maybe floss.
Yeah. Floss
just-
every day.
there's just a lot of people that could be attractive if they tried. They just don't think that
I
they have
agree.
to. Mostly I've found that's like men who like just don't think that they have to.
No, there
try.
are some girls.
Oh, sure, for
Oh,
sure.
okay.
But
You-
like,
in high school when you would go to a dance and you'd be like, oh, you can look like this all the time and you don't.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's a good example.
See, that's why I like wake up every day, put my face on, occasionally do my hair.
I want you to make another Snapchat tutorial.
But it's like-
Those were great.
I have to go.
Is it
I have
really?
to do the extra mile to look attractive. You know what I mean? Because if I was just to like walk out of the house in like sweats and stuff and like not do my hair and put my face on, I'm a totally different person. And that's not like,
your brand.
that's, yeah, I guess that makes, yeah, it's not my brand. That's not who I am. It's not who I market myself as.
mhm.
Like I don't even feel comfortable walking out of the house without makeup on. But only because that's who I am. I like to be told that I'm pretty. I like to be told, "Hey, your makeup's pretty."
yeah, yeah.
Do you
I'm
feel
like,
that way
that's
so
nice.
people like look at your face and maybe not other places?
Sometimes, but it's weird because it's like I'm sure you've gotten the backhanded compliments. Oh, you're so
Yes.
pretty. Your face is so pretty. Oh,
Yeah,
you
you're-
lost a little
yeah.
bit of weight. This and that.
Yeah. Oh, have you lost weight? It's
Yeah.
like, oh, did I need to?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Yep, I get- yeah.
sense.
Do you think that people mean that when they say that?
Oh, it's probably just a part that gets triggered inside myself, but
What-
sometimes
What do
I
you
think
mean
they
by
do
part
because it's
for
like
the audience?
a part of my soul.
A piece of
A piece of my soul. A part in my brain.
being fat is like being ugly.
I agree.
It doesn't matter.
How gorgeous you are.
Yeah, it doesn't
you're
matter. You're still fat.
I could cry. That's exactly what it is. I blame all of my problems. I don't have a good job. I don't have this. I don't have that. I blame every single thing on not being
So
fat.
do you
But can I change it?
Do you think if you were a smaller person, like, not that if you started off smaller, if you, like, right now were, like,
all of a sudden, like,
would you have, you would still mentally
that's
be...
the question.
About
That's
this
the
lady.
there's a book. It's funny you think I read.
I didn't read the book. I didn't read the book. I checked it out from the library a couple years ago. Never fucking read it. I was like, ooh, this sounds like Malaise. But there's a book.
So what's the book?
I just know that like she wishes she was skinny and like she wakes up the next day skinny.
But is her mentality still that she's a bigger person?
I've heard that that's a thing, but I
Yeah.
have been 40 pounds lighter and was a lot happier. And just couldn't maintain it.
See, I find the opposite. I've lost, I lost like 70 pounds.
And you still...
I wasn't as, I guess I felt a little happier just because like I always want to be the person that gets up and goes for a run in the morning, eats the healthy stuff. It's like, oh, I can't do this. I gotta go to the gym. But like, I didn't get as much attention from men.
Yeah, there
Smaller.
was absolutely no difference. I agree.
I just like, I don't, it's weird, but it's at the same time, it's like those guys just want to like have sex with you. And occasionally
Yes,
you find
yes,
the one that
you're
wants
right.
to like date you, but you don't like them because
They ugly.
yes.
It's like it has to be
It
a balance of.
And
beauty.
there's, you can't, there's,
I
it's
never
either or.
even thought of
That's
that.
what that
That you're
movie
right.
Collateral Beauty was about.
When I felt better about myself and I was thinner than I am now, it didn't change a fucking thing. I was dating you at the time, so it didn't matter, but you're right.
Yeah.
Nobody like just comes up to you and is like, oh
doesn't
my
matter.
God, you're so pretty.
But is
Like,
that why are you losing weight to feel better?
at the time I lost weight
About-
randomly.
Randomly, okay.
Because I was in school and I was in a
Right.
dance program and I was happy. The endorphins in my brain were allowing me to lose weight.
Endorphins.
Yeah. So it just happened without me really trying, and then I looked in the mirror and I said, oh, I really like this, and tried to maintain it, and then got a real job, and fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Because then you just pack it right back on. Just wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, you'll be on your feet all day. You'll probably be okay.
You won't have
If you're
time,
on my
you won't
feet,
have
I'll
time
be
to
too.
eat, or you'll be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always kind of, my weight fluctuates a lot. I've always been in the same, like, 20-pound range. Like, I, like, gain, like, towards the upper part of that 20 pounds, and then, like, I lose all of it, and then I gain it back, and then it's just, like, back and forth, like, all the time.
So you're always fighting with that 20 pounds.
Yeah, and it's, like, a lot of it for me is, like, just mentality. Like, sometimes I'll be like, oh, like, I'm good, like, that's fine, like, I can eat, it'll be fine, because I weigh, like, 170 or whatever, and then next thing you know, I'm 190, and I'm like, oh, well, gotta lose it back again, and then it'll just be like, just constantly
I know,
back
I don't
and
even
forth.
know what that number is anymore.
I'll never.
I just feel like once I started, because I was this size or a little bit smaller when I was in college, and I liked that, and then I just was like, started drinking, because I turned 21, and I was like, woo, whatever.
Right.
And then I just kind of gradually gained weight, and then I was like, okay, this isn't what I want for, like, the quote-unquote prime of my life to be.
Right.
Yeah.
So then I just, it was a whole, like, lifestyle thing, and now I'm like, I feel better about myself for myself.
It definitely is a lifestyle choice.
Yes, and it is, but the thing is,
It's not just like a diet.
It
You
is
just
a
have to.
like, I
You
do
have to live a
sacrifice
certain
things that
way.
I really, really liked to eat, and, like, it was a huge deal. Like, I had to make a very conscious effort to say, like, no, I'm not going to eat that. Like, I have to work out now. Like, stuff
And
like
I
that.
used to have that motivation and drive like nobody's business. And then I started working and it was so stressed and completely lost that motivation. I know exactly what I need to do to lose weight.
Right.
I just feel like I can't do it.
Yeah.
I think part of it for me is because, like, in middle school, like, I peaked at, like, 240. Like, in middle school.
Wow.
And,
You did?
yeah.
Wow.
Great.
And
Pictures
so
or it didn't
now
happen.
for me,
Links in the comments.
no, but for me, like, now, I think it's just the fact that I'm scared to, like, let myself get to that point again. So it's like when I see myself
very
start
easy to
gaining
do.
weight, I'm
very
like,
easy to
nope,
do.
not gonna let that happen again. So then I, like, start
Yeah.
losing weight again.
I would say now I'm to the
So-
point where, like, I'm never going to go back to that place because I was unhappy with the way that I looked. And I looked in the mirror one day and I was just like, this is not what I want. Like, this, if I keep going this way, I'm going to go down a bad path.
I do that all the time, but it just never
gotta get out.
clicks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now I'm just like, no, gotta maintain.
As males, do you? I mean, obviously, because neither one of you are large. But do you feel the same kind of pressure, or have you felt that kind of pressure?
Okay, this is kind of a whole different thing because, like, as a gay man, gay men are so shallow. Like, some of the most shallow people you can ever meet in your life. So as a gay man, I do feel like you kind of have to keep that up, or, like, they're not gonna
Right.
want to even talk to you.
I've seen Queer as Folk, and that holds up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Checks out.
They're completely shallow.
That's inaccurate.
Well, I know I don't have a lot of pressure as far as what people expect of me or whatever. I know that I personally have, like, a standard of what I want to look like, and it's hard to attain because just a lot of the things that I would have to sacrifice. Soda is probably the biggest one, just sugary drinks. But I know what I want to look like, and it's hard to get myself there. Plus, I want to look good for the clever girl here.
Barf.
I know. Yeah.
And that was a big motivation too when I lost all that weight, was like, I do want to look good for you, and that work just ruins everything.
Yeah, but
Or
especially
at least
around,
that's what I'm going to blame it on.
around, I think, the specific area that we're in, a lot of the men around here don't care, and so they're just like
Straight.
straight men, yeah.
Straight on.
Very different crowds than what we're used to dealing with. So
I do force my stresses onto Alex about weight, and about weight, and I say, I'm like, just don't gain it, then you won't have to lose it.
Right.
Like, I'm constantly like, just don't gain it, because
then
you never have to worry about
and
it.
I recently, I say that it was like a year ago almost, moved out and gained that freshman 25. It feels like I don't weigh
It wasn't
myself.
that much.
It feels like it sometimes. I just know that I want
Much more than this
I had-
provincial life,
yes.
I know.
I just have this idea of what I want to feel like, and I don't, and that's hard. But that's me. That's not like I feel like I need to.
Do you feel hindered by? I know I'm so popular. Do you feel hindered because of... I don't want to, like, make it seem like I'm trying to get in there. But, like, do you feel hindered from doing... or, like, from saying the things that you want to say because you feel like... because... Clever girl.
We've said her name enough. We can.
It's fine.
Yeah.
They say it all the time.
But, like, do you feel that sense of, like, oh, I have to take care of this? Like, I know she's got these issues, so, like, I don't... Like,
Do you take on my stresses?
yeah, I guess that's the words.
Uh,
Those are the words I'm saying.
I don't think he does.
No, I don't think that I do.
I don't think he does.
Maybe I should. Maybe that would be the right thing to do, but
Probably not.
I don't know. I don't think so.
That doesn't sound healthy to take on my stresses. So we talked about weight. And we kind of talked about faces. Is there any other part of your body that you're very insecure about? I.e. feet, hands, teeth?
No.
Dick size?
Or that.
So,
Or that.
Are any of you insecure about your dick sizes?
I'm not.
No.
Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
I've just seen dicks littler than my clit, so... I'm just kidding. But
she's not.
I'm like half kidding. I've unfortunately ran into some very attractive people that have little dicks. It doesn't work because I got too much ass.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
So therefore, that did not work, but he was cute to look at.
That's good. Anyway,
There was something.
there's that.
So I'm not...
Are you insecure about your genitalia size?
No. I wish, like, I feel my teeth and my breath a lot. That's not really physical body, but
But it is.
I'm constantly, like, self-conscious about, like, can people smell my breath right now? Or do my teeth not look as white as they could? That's one thing that I really wish that I wouldn't.
I just smoke, so my teeth are going to be yellow forever.
Go to the dentist.
Fuck
Stop
that.
smoking.
Jody can tell.
Also fuck
But
that.
your teeth look white
You're
because
gonna
you're
get
black.
oral.
That's what I'm saying. Are you insecure about your red hair?
No, but we were talking earlier. You asked about Clever Girl if she were to be a lot smaller
Oh yeah.
now instead of like
Yes,
have
but you
gone-
never answered that question. But
whatever. We
Rude.
move fast and loose here with the rules. So if I had a different color hair today, I don't think a lot would change. I think that I might fit in better with people, but I know that if I were to have had a different hair color from the beginning, I would definitely be a much different person because I feel like I was ostracized in like the early years, preschool and stuff like that. So I didn't learn the proper communication and social skills. So when I was growing up, I just was the weird kid that people didn't hang out with. And now I'm the way I am just developmentally because of all that. If I had a different hair color, I don't even know what would
we probably wouldn't be together.
maybe.
Like, seriously, probably.
But nowadays I'm not insecure about it, and if I wouldn't really change the color.
I love it. I can find him wherever we go.
Do you think that you have grown into your insecurities?
No.
No.
Yes and no.
Cheap answer.
I mean, both. Next. Move on.
You didn't answer if you were insecure.
Well, I would say
Your
yes
dick
because I was insecure about being like my name is like a unique name.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I wasn't very like I'm not like a bubbly personality where I don't like jump out at you, but I'm not necessarily shy. I'm just quiet. So
Yeah.
when you first meet me, after you meet me, it's just like it's annoying. So sometimes, but I would say that I never wanted to draw attention to myself, but attention was always drawn to me because
your name is
my name is so unique. So I have to like stop and like this is how you say it
People
and all this
mispronounce
stuff.
it and stuff.
Very like don't
You probably have
look
that
at
too.
me. So
My name.
Your
yeah,
name.
so I used to hate my name, but now I'm like I love it. It's different.
Yes, it's very-
different,
yeah.
unique. It's like it's something that's like me. So I would never ever trade it for anything now. But in the past, I was like look back at myself in the past, like what are you doing? Like,
Gosh.
you're fine.
Yeah. I guess I take that for granted. I don't have a common name, but I don't have...
Julie or whatever.
My name's not Julie or Judy or anything like that, but
Jodai.
Yeah.
my name's not Jodai either.
So I've grown into like I feel like that insecurity. It wasn't like a physical thing, I guess, but still.
Still, that's it's part of who you are.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I've ever... I don't want to say I've never had insecurities, but there hasn't been something that really, like, drove me over the edge. Like I've literally been the size that I am since I was probably in 4th grade. If I had clothes from 4th grade, they would still probably fit in some way, shape, or form. So I've
You
never.
were at least shorter when you were in 4th grade?
I made you short.
Not really. I probably grew like an inch or two throughout the rest of everything. I was always the tall one. If I wasn't the tall one, I was the fat one.
Wow.
So like I've never. That's how I've grown up. So that's how I am. Like I also have a unique first name and last name, but it wasn't ever something that people really tease me about. I was never teased for being fat. I was never teased for having a weird name. So I feel like I was just.
Because you're black.
But see, I'm not black though. Like, I feel
Right,
like, listen
right.
to me, you would never
Yeah.
guess that unless you know.
You have like just the most American name ever, or British. I
Alex?
guess. Yes. And last
Listen,
name.
we're supposed to be using code names.
Well, the main characters of the show,
They know who we are.
yeah, they know. Where are we? What was going on?
Do you think you're going into your insecurities?
Okay.
This earring's
Yes
cute.
and no.
Thank you.
I'm insecure about my sore elbow.
I just feel like you just kind of learn to deal with them.
Well, yeah, because you have to see it every day.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd kill yourself.
But like, I mean, kind of like what said. Like, sorry, Chocolate Thunder. No, like, I stopped growing. Like, I stopped growing when I was in middle school. Like height wise, like I reached 5'11", which is like what I am now, and stopped growing. But I was always like so tall, and like I felt insecure because like I thought I was like a giant, and like I thought I was gonna get taller than that. And I'm like, no, like stop. And but other than that though, like there's things like body hair. Like I started getting body hair earlier because like I hit puberty like a lot faster than like all the guys in my grade.
Me too.
And
Everyone heard it when Gay Mischief's balls dropped. They were just like, boom!
Yeah. Remember that?
but then
Remember that sound from the last episode?
Yeah, that's what that was. Mystery solved, you guys. Really
no, but
was.
like growing older, like dealing with that, like you just learn like you just have to shave it or deal with it.
Or grow it,
or grow it, whatever you want to freaking do.
Uh-huh.
I personally shave it, and then like other things like, you know, I had really bad acne, like in high school, I went on Accutane that really cleared up my face, but I still have like scars like on my back.
Yeah.
So I'm really insecure, like, you know, taking off my shirt still because like I have these scars on my back.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's part of the reason why like when we go swimming and stuff, like I never want to like,
He's always drunk.
I never want to take my shirt off.
I don't want to take my shirt off.
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah, puberty is a very, very weird
Uh-huh.
time. I didn't grow boobs. That was very weird. I was just...
Everybody else did.
Because everybody else did, and other women in my family have them. And I'm just like, okay. But shirts fit me a lot better, so...
Yeah.
I'm not really complaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Yeah. And they just look painful.
You're gonna have back.
How do
major
you
back
walk
issues.
around?
My boobs,
Yours aren't... I
they're
mean,
not.
you...
I have
was gonna
small
say,
boobs for being
yours
fat.
carry
They're like
very
normal.
well.
I'm also wearing 2 bras, so what's
But like my sister, they're like basketballs. They're just like
basketball?
Do you want to say like the funniest thing that you've ever
I
said?
can't
to me?
remember.
You were just we weren't even talking about your sister or anything about it, but you were just like, do her boobs just drive you crazy? And I was like, what? No.
They just look like they hurt. Like when she's not wearing a bra, I'm like, doesn't that skin hurt? Because it's just like hanging there.
I talked in a previous episode about the show Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I want to direct everyone to the song Heavy Boobs from that show. It's a good one.
link in
Yeah.
the comment below.
Link in the comments.
I don't know big boob problems.
I don't either. I do
Hashtag
I know wide
BBP.
hip problems.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, I'll say losing weight, I've lost some of the very little that I had, and that was upsetting. Yeah.
Yes, because that's the place that
The
you lose it
first thing
first,
that
and you're
goes.
like,
Yeah, so now I'm
why
like,
not my ass?
That's obnoxious,
Why not
yeah.
my face?
See, I need the fat from like my thighs to go
like,
to my ass.
redistribute.
Yeah,
It's
that'd be
wide,
okay.
but it's not sticky outy.
Yeah,
so
mine is very flat.
Yeah, I
pancake.
got pancake ass. My ass is a pancake.
Yes, my hips just don't lie. They just stick out there.
My hip side secrets.
I had to get measured for bridesmaids dresses, and they measure your bust, your waist and your hips, and then they say, okay, based on your bust, you're a size this, and based on your waist, you're a size this, and then they got to my hips, and they were like, well, based on this, you're like 4 times bigger than your top size, and I'm just like,
Accurate.
I'm like, yeah, I know,
You don't have to have it altered, yep.
I know,
Yes.
yes.
Right.
Your shoulders broadened. I know, because I've seen pictures. Like, maybe you grew, like, as tall as you were going to be in middle school, but, like, you really filled in those last 2 years of high school.
Right.
Have you guys known each other forever?
No.
His senior year, I was already in college.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I remember.
Cradle Robber.
Oh.
I'm insecure about that. I'm insecure about being older than you.
Yeah.
Not that has to do anything with body image, but it just sucks. Well, it actually does, because my biological clock is, like, ticking very loudly in my ear.
Right.
So.
I feel like that would be a whole separate podcast.
Okay.
I'm not saying stop talking about this.
So, do you feel like you've had... Well, actually, okay, let's start here. Have you ever had... Oh, no, you haven't, because you guys took each other's virginities.
Right.
Well,
These questions are off the table.
that is off the table.
Do I want to talk about it? I don't like my lady bits at all.
Why?
I don't know, because it's not... I just don't like it. It's like... I don't want to describe it.
These squinty eyes you're giving me.
I want you to just say, I don't like mine, or I really like mine, and I just want to be okay with it.
No, I want to know the whole thing. I need to know now.
I don't like...
Expand upon your thoughts.
I don't like... It just doesn't look like everyone else's that you see in, like, porn or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a fat person's vagina. And I'm gonna guess that you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know if I know.
Okay.
You're gonna have to elaborate.
There's this word that I don't like using.
We can say it, like, off the podcast.
No, because I'm sure our audience, like, the fupa word.
Fupa, that
Yeah.
That's the title
I
of this
got
episode
that. And I don't like it. And even when I was, like, smaller, still there. It was just like...
Well...
Yeah.
I don't know. Like... I don't know.
I feel like that's common for like, probably 50% of women just don't like...
Probably.
Yeah.
I just think vaginas are ugly. I think mine looks normal, but then they all look different, so...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what, normal is. Porn is so stupid.
I love porn.
I know, but it's just so it's just so hyper sensitive and over exaggerated and like
you
perfected.
can really tell the difference between studio porn and amateur porn. They're so different.
By vaginas, no.
By vaginas, yeah, but by like everything about I'm going to use the term actors, but you know what I mean, like the performers, people having sex on camera.
He will watch it and he will just be like, that looks uncomfortable.
Yes,
you would never do that.
Yeah, there's so...
But I always know if I'm comfortable with somebody, like them dating or having sex with, if we can watch porn together.
Uh-huh.
That's like the first thing, like, oh, you want to watch porn? They're like, what?
You need to check out that show, The Sex Factor.
It's so good. It's
so good.
It's a reality show about people becoming porn stars.
Yeah, it's like, Top Chef, but instead of
you're
cooking,
just like, oh, I hate
sex.
them. They're the worst. It's just a really good show to watch.
It's really,
it's very interesting. What they go through.
Yeah.
Because, like, I guess you never realize, like, what stress those people go through. That, like, men are just like...
They make so much money.
I can't, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, like what Clever Girl was saying, sometimes I'll be watching porn and the guy will be doing a position where I'm like, you're not enjoying yourself. I know you're not. You're just doing this for the camera. Like they'll be like moving downward but standing up, and it's just, how can you finish
Turn out.
doing
cheat
out. Cheat out.
My initial question, I was trying to ask if you felt that you were more insecure. Okay, well here, let's start with this question first. Do you get totally naked when you have sex?
Yeah.
Most times.
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
Really?
Would you?
Do you keep your shirt on?
Yep.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Is it never mind.
Yeah, it's because...
Do you turn the lights on or do you leave them on? Personal preference.
It's different.
It's different every time.
Yeah.
So
I don't care either way.
do you feel more insecure or less insecure when you're having sex?
Or doesn't it matter at this point?
At this point, it
At
does.
this point,
It does not matter.
No, it doesn't matter. It used to be...
I could speak for myself. I could not shower for 3 days and still have sex with you. He probably doesn't feel that way.
No.
He showers all the time. He's like, I'm scared we're gonna have sex and I'm gonna smell
I was literally gonna bring this up earlier in the podcast about like insecurities or whatever. If Jody and I are gonna hang out and I don't shower, I will like not want to engage because I'll just feel like I'm not comfortable with myself. I feel gross in some way. I need to shower before we do it.
Even though I say, I just don't care.
Right, you don't care, but I do. It's about me, which is weird.
Yes, it is.
This is about me.
This is about me.
So it's a weird situation. I don't know if other people feel that way.
But
You don't.
like body wise, you feel like, especially if you get all the way naked. I mean, I typically do too.
Yeah.
But
I can't. I literally...
I keep my socks on. My feet get cold.
that doesn't count. I was told
Like
that you only
actual
take your
clothes.
socks off when you're married.
What?
I was told.
Awesome.
I take my socks off every time.
See, but a lot of people
He
do.
can't keep his socks on.
No.
Like, he just...
When I'm like dressed, I can't not wear socks. I have to wear socks.
I don't
when
like
I'm,
wearing
dressed,
socks
but when-
around like my house. Like if I'm like at my house, I know.
Yeah, I'm a person who I don't normally wear socks.
Yeah, that would
But
be
you wear
weird.
socks.
But I'll wear socks.
And when you like go
You
to
like
sleep.
put them on? No.
It's supposed to be like good for like sex and stuff. Like if you keep your socks
Wow,
on.
why?
Circulation.
Yeah,
Feet
so
are
like-
cold.
Yeah, well, what I'll do is I'll take my socks off, but then I'll like put the blanket over my
Yeah.
feet sometimes because I'm cold, but I'm not wearing socks. I hate them.
I think you just get distracted. I think someone told you that it's rude if you keep your socks on, and
I don't think so.
I don't like
I've
them.
never heard
I always thought that too.
I always wear socks. Socks are my thing. Like all.
I can't- I
I
don't
usually
feel
am barefoot.
comfortable
I
unless
usually don't wear
I take
socks,
them
and I
off.
just have them on
Weird. See,
Because
that's
it feels
weird
like I'm
to me.
still
because it's
wearing
cold outside
clothes.
today. So I was like,
Yeah.
wear socks. So you keep a shirt on. Oh, so you need to answer that question. Do you get totally naked or no?
Typically, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool,
Typically, or I'll just keep like my cami on. Just depends on where we're having sex.
right?
Right.
And like how, yeah,
Like if there's like
Do you need to,
ribs,
like-
a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
how fast you're
Do
gonna
you need to get dressed really quickly
Yeah.
after?
Yeah,
Once our-
Those days were awful.
I love the. I
when
love
you
those
had like
days.
when we had to worry about getting dressed quickly. Like the
Oh,
one time
yeah.
I
unicorn hair.
about
Yeah.
shot myself. I've never gotten dressed faster
Right.
than that one day.
You're like Wonder Woman just spinning around.
I literally like just jumped into my clothes.
We're good.
I'm tempted to say I feel like you almost have to like be naked to be comfortable, but everyone's
Well, there's a
different,
difference
so-
I mean-
between having sex and having intimacy with somebody.
That's another thing.
Okay,
Which do you
so-
think that you would if you like
if you
met-
were like in a fully committed relationship
you'd be, like, super
and having
comfortable with the
intimacy with
person.
somebody.
Right.
I would absolutely take my shirt
Yeah,
off.
I think you would.
But
too.
I mean-
I have full confidence in you.
Yeah.
You can do it.
There's like, I don't know. Okay, the last person that I hooked up with at a party,
Were we there?
you were all there.
Yeah.
I took my shirt off.
Oh,
Oh, that was like your sign of like.
Yeah.
Oh.
opening up.
Oh, the jacket person?
Yeah.
Oh. Ugh.
But then, of course, everything happened the
Yeah.
next day, so then I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like,
I took my shirt off for
like,
you.
what
I
did
took
I
my
do?
shirt.
Yeah, that's how. That's
I
how it is
understand
And then
sometimes.
it's kind of like, well, what about me? Like,
Was it because
I
I took my
think
shirt
it
off?
could have been
Oh,
like,
yeah.
alright, so I can get vulgar.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's standing up. He's going to demonstrate.
So,
I love demonstrations.
so I have a really big problem, like, receiving oral. Like, I do not enjoy it at all.
That's what you've said.
I know, like, I mean, in the gay community, not just the gay community, like, in all communities, like, that's a big thing. Like, a lot of people enjoy doing that. So, like, I try to enjoy it.
Well, it's just obvious if you're not.
So, yeah, it was, like, it's obvious because...
See, that's when it's good to be a woman.
So...
You can hide a lot more. Not that I hide anything.
Why don't you like it? Like,
So
what-
are
I don't
you-
know, it just does not, it doesn't feel good to me.
So you're a bottom.
Technically, yeah, that's the term.
Yeah.
But there are a few guys who I've been like, I could
I'd fuck
try
the shit out of you.
them.
Yeah.
And that's another thing.
I bet
like,
that's what you say.
that's another thing.
It
Like,
is.
I have like a specific type. Like, you guys know, like, I love big black men.
Mhm.
But
Me if I was a man.
I constantly find myself being attracted to people that are opposite of that. So it's weird. Because, like, I know.
There's definitely,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
I mean, there's exceptions.
Yeah, there's like,
Yeah, you
like
can totally,
oh,
like,
I
like
really
somebody-
find that attractive.
Yeah.
I really find Hayden Christensen, Andrew Garfield attractive.
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah. You're kind of like Andrew Garfield. Actually, you're kind of like Hayden Christensen, too.
I like Robert Downey Jr.
You do?
Oh my God.
I can top that. I have a thing for Alec Baldwin.
Oh,
That makes sense though because he's
Alec
a powerful
Baldwin, like
person.
Beetlejuice, or Alec Baldwin
Alec
now?
Baldwin.
Alec
now,
Period.
right
Alec
now,
Baldwin,
she's
a la
like 30
Humphrey
Rock.
Bogart.
That's because you like older men. That's
Like,
I like Alec Baldwin.
he's a dad.
No,
Daddy.
he's a dad. Yeah.
Like, I am.
Yeah, there's always that like, ooh, I really find that
George
attractive. But
Clooney?
there's also
No, George Clooney.
George
Yeah.
George Clooney before he was like,
No, George Clooney now.
oh no,
present day George.
no, because he's married. I don't like that.
That's a turn off for you.
If George Clooney now, if he was not married.
Yes, I'm starting to hate Chris Pratt because he's married, but
Wow.
and probably cheating on his wife. But that is neither here nor there.
Oh, I think it's very
Stupid
dear.
J Law.
Ugh.
But yes, really,
Yeah.
What?
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey.
What do you mean?
I hate him.
Oh, I don't hate him. I
Did
Do you
see-
do you just like him physically, or like personality wise?
I just like him. I guess mostly more physically for Robert Downey
Okay,
Jr.
okay,
I
I can
love Alec Baldwin. Everything about him. He's just like...
He like verbally like accosted his daughter, didn't he?
Didn't
Call her
sound like
like
him.
something like a pig or something
Baldwin?
crazy.
No.
Alec Baldwin, didn't he? Yeah.
That was
No. It was
maybe,
Alec Baldwin.
but it was also that guy from Germany who was on Baywatch.
Oh,
Hoffman.
David Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff.
Ew.
Yeah, yeah, he
Well, who
did
cares
that shit.
about David Hasselhoff?
He was in the SpongeBob movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was awesome.
I did not
He
see
sure
that.
was.
The SpongeBob movie's great.
They're making it into a musical.
Link in the comments.
What?
They're making SpongeBob
What?
into a musical.
It's already
How?
a musical.
Yeah.
Like, they were doing previews and stuff
Really?
in
Yeah.
Chicago.
Sweet.
Well, they made
I know,
Shrek
I heard
the
it was really
musical,
good.
They
which
made
is fantastic.
Groundhog's Day the musical.
Yeah, which we need to see
Yep.
when it comes out.
Interesting.
Well, this was a weird conversation.
This is
Anyway,
how
back
did
to
we
body
get here?
image.
Body image.
That was a weird conversation.
People who we like and versus people who we
Well, no.
in real life
wait,
like
I'm not...
find
Yeah.
attractive.
Bitch, drink this.
I am. I'm talking a lot.
Yeah, and you're talking with your hands because you're Italian, so you have a hard time drinking.
Are you Italian, really? Italian, really?
Mm-hmm.
Could you not tell?
Are you Jewish?
Listen, everybody. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, but I flail too,
Yeah.
so...
It's
You're
that
probably
thing.
part Italian too.
No, I'm Hungarian.
Hungarian.
They talk a lot with their
Slim
hands
fat.
too.
What's your
It's in
favorite?
my blood.
Is that
It's in my blood.
Hungarians aren't? They're not.
Anyway.
Cool. We take some weird turns in the show.
What do you find attractive? I don't think I've ever asked.
I don't think I have a specific type of person.
Yeah.
I don't know, like taller than me, fairly clean cut, but you can have facial hair. I don't really care. See, I feel like I don't want to limit myself to being like, this is my type or whatever. But like,
Well, just what you know that you
Yeah.
find attractive.
like taller than me, in decent physical shape, fairly clean cut. Like
Yours is very personality driven, I feel.
Yeah, but I mean, I just feel like you don't find a lot of like at this point in my life. I feel like if you don't take care of physically take care of yourself,
Yes.
no.
Do you feel like it's
Not to an extensive point though. Like I'm gonna go to the gym. And
do you like older men or younger men?
like age appropriate?
Who likes younger men?
No.
Like,
Would I date somebody that was like considerably younger than me? No. So like my age or older, but not considerably older. Like I'm not going to date somebody that's like in their 40s.
I feel like the older I get, the harder it is for me to find somebody I like.
Yeah.
yes, you're just an odd bird. And that's okay. Everybody's different.
I'm talking to this guy that I really... Also, we're talking again, I forgot to tell you. But I'm talking to this guy that, like, I really fucking like, but it's not going to work out.
Why?
Which one?
How do you know?
they don't know who that is.
So just in case he happens to scroll
Yeah, if you're listening, you know what she's talking about.
But yeah,
Well, how do you know it's not going to work out?
I just know.
Why?
I feel like
What can you do?
Because of him or because of you?
I am perfect, so nothing I do is wrong. For what?
And that's fine, but does he think that you're not perfect? Or do you think that he's not perfect?
How can you trick him into thinking?
So many questions. So for me, what it always boils down to is a weight thing.
Wait, of him?
Of me.
Of you.
He's tall. He's so cute. He's got like tattoos. Like he's a fucking basket case like me. He's so funny. Literally anything you could ever ask for in a guy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, it can't, I think if I was to settle down with somebody, it would be with this guy. That's all there is to it.
Wow.
It's
That's
like,
big.
it's serious for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that he doesn't want that because I feel like he's not as mentally
Ready for that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it just might not be a right time.
Well, but it is though, sort of. Like we talked about it and it's like, I don't want to tell you that there wasn't like a full like L word in there, but it was implied from both parties.
Mm.
Love?
That
And
I'm like, lesbians?
was legitimately my first thought was lesbian.
and that's why we're L word.
Yeah.
that's your bars.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everyone. Yeah.
But like I think for him, because he's never actually dated someone my size, it scares him. And I think it scares him because I'm not unattractive, because I literally never am everything he's looking for. But it's always that one thing about wait.
Wow,
and it doesn't matter whether he says so or not, because it's always going to be in the back of my head. Mm-hmm. And it's like, if I looked like your dream person, you would not hesitate.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah,
that
that's
would
the
eat
thing.
me alive.
Crap. I sent a random. I just sent somebody, my sister, a voice message of something. I wonder what it says. Something.
Hopefully that quote I just gave you.
Yeah. What's the L word? Is it lesbians? Ma'am, I don't know who you are. Please stop.
But like, yeah, it's
Wow,
always there.
that's-
That's all it comes down to.
Yeah, that's shitty.
But it's like, you can't do anything about it. Like, I'm not going to drop 600 pounds
No.
tonight.
Yeah, because
So-
you can't.
Okay,
Yeah.
so say he gets over it because he fucking needs to. Would you still change, or would it still just be like you aren't fully happy because I know you're looking for something else?
I don't know. Because he says that he's not. And like, the way that it plays out and works out, it's like, it seems like I'm the only person he's talking to. Which is a good thing. But at the same time, if that was the case, make it official. Make it Facebook official. Put me on Snapchat because that's where the hose is at. You know? Don't spend...
Yeah, that's where the hose is.
Don't spend 5 hours sucking face with me and talking about the future and these plans and telling me this and that and the other thing to turn around and just not.
Is it suck face and do all those other things for 5 hours, or is it suck face for 5 hours and then do all those other things? So that's two very different statements.
All the above.
Nice. All right, carry on.
That's cruddy.
It is.
Yep.
And it's always, doesn't matter who it is, it's always going to be
Do you
like
ever
that.
think that that maybe you need, they always say, like, if you love something, let it go. And if it comes back, it's yours. And that's how you know.
That happened already. We've already been through that.
Obviously not.
But we did. We talked for a very long time. Got very close.
And then you cut?
We just, it was a little bit of both. It just
You need to cut then.
The way he says he thinks it was me, I think it was him. I think it was like a mutual thing at the end of the day.
Okay, well now you need to cut. Or at least threaten to cut.
I don't
him
think
in
they'll
the
do
balls.
that though. Because I won't give up my other hose. For that reason. So it's like, if this works out, well then great. But if it doesn't, I'm still not left high and dry.
I think you can still keep those hoes.
Yeah,
but I think you just need to be like, either you do or I'm gone. I'm just very cutthroat when it comes to that. Like, we were not friends. I said, if you want to do this, we'll do this, but I'm not going to be your friend first.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, that's how it is. It's like that. It's very like normal. Like, if you put us in a room together with like people, you'd think we'd known each other our whole lives.
It's just comfortable. Like,
it's so natural and so comfortable and so it's fucking weird.
Then I don't know. I just don't put up with that crap.
It's like I have it. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. We've had the conversation. We've had the this and that. We've hashed it out. But
you haven't resolved anything.
But because I think it's me that isn't. I'm not convinced it's going to happen. Is the thing.
So I'm a robot, and I think of things in terms of what I know. And when I work on like codes and stuff, you get to this point where you have so much stuff going on. You've tried so many different things that and it's just not working. You just have to delete everything and then start from scratch.
It's not that deep yet, though.
Okay. Sounds like it is.
I mean, it does sound like it is, but it's not.
Whether you delete the cookies now or in 2 weeks, you still got to delete them before you get on with your life.
But if by some chance it gets resolved in the next 2 weeks, I don't have to delete the cookies.
That's how I feel about homework. If I put it off to the last minute and a meteor strikes, I don't have to do that.
See, there you go.
Yeah,
so if something really bad happens, then okay, I'm done. But until then, I'm
no wonder you're best friend.
But if nothing goes horribly wrong, I'm not going to say anything about it because there's always going to be somebody else.
But nobody as good as him.
Not necessarily.
Well, that's
your problem.
Well,
somebody could come along better that I like more.
It's like of all the people that she's met, this is the one who's at the top.
Yeah.
But like she hasn't met everyone.
You're always like, oh well, why would I like settle for this person who's fine?
Yeah,
but
you have to take people's.
But something could always come along. You could be happily married with like a family and everything, and somebody could always come along. But
well, listen, I know many married men that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that make it right?
No,
I hate that.
Just yelling at me.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm yelling at those men who are stupid.
Yeah.
And women.
Up.
Women do it too. Yeah. They're stupid too. So I think we should wrap this up. But before we do, I think we should all say something we would like about each other.
About each other?
Or our bodies.
Or like, or maybe yourself. Like, what is something that you like?
Well, Chocolate Thunder's my best friend, so everything.
I meant personally, like yourself. I like Chocolate Thunder too.
So we're all on board?
Yeah. I also like Gay Mischief, and I like Carmen Sandiego and Mr. Ed. Yep.
Mischief Gay.
Mischief Gay. Gay Mischief.
Gay Mischief.
What's something you like about yourself?
Physically?
Sure. Yes, since this is body image.
Okay, physically.
Week.
I really like my butt. I have a very
You
nice
do
butt.
have a very nice butt.
It's very round.
It is. From someone who's never done a squat in his life, it's a very round butt.
I guess that's physically the only thing that I like. I don't have a problem with like a lot of my body. But there's nothing that I'm like, this is good except for my butt.
I feel that.
Oh, me. What do I physically like about myself? I really, really like my lips. They're really cool. But I didn't work for those.
No, they
I was just born with them.
That's okay.
So
they were God's gift.
They were God's gift. But I'm really, really proud of myself for like I've almost lost 20 pounds in the last
Hey!
I'm really happy with that. Yeah.
I guess I like my legs.
I guess I like... Do you
No.
like your legs or don't you?
I like my legs. They're probably my strongest part of my body. So they're...
Physically strong
they're-
or like strongest as in...
Probably physically strong. You can jump.
They're very
Yeah.
physically strong.
Yeah.
He's a great dancer, men out there.
You just fucked up my yawn.
Link in the comments below to...
Do a video.
To Gay's legs.
Just send a picture of your
my
legs.
And what do you physically like about yourself?
I physically like myself.
Your whole being.
Yeah. I feel
That's good.
feel like you have to.
Mm-hmm.
Like there just comes a point where you just have to be like, I have to accept this because it's not going to change overnight.
Okay, but like, what's your best thing that you like?
All of it.
That's good.
My boobs are cute.
So cute that you wear two
Two
bras.
bras, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. I'll tell you why I wear two bras.
Is it for like protection for like guns and stuff?
Because she's black.
No, because like if you get shot and it like protects from
Do you
the...
have anything to say that? No, I wear two bras because there's two straps. There's this bra you can buy. It's called the butterfly bra, and it has two straps to cover your back fat. One for your back boobs, one for your back roll. Because sometimes I'll buy a bra bigger than it is just for the strap, because the bigger the waistband,
Right.
the wider it is.
Yeah, to cover that up. I get you. I feel you.
That's why I wear two bras. Tricks of the trade.
I really like my teeth, but they're not natural, so I'm not going to say that.
Doesn't have to be natural.
I'm not helping you.
Okay.
Just don't look at me.
That's just, I guess, what people always compliment me on. They're like, oh, you have such a nice smile. And I'm just like, it's the only thing on me that's not real. So, thanks. I like my eyes. I like my hair, even though right now I'm going gray and I'm kind of freaking out about it. I really like my feet, too.
Because you like feet.
Yeah.
Sorry,
like
I
feet.
forgot.
I don't mind feet.
That was weird.
I have really nice feet. You have kind of crazy feet, and that's what I like about you.
They're weird. They're weird feet.
I like your feet.
Feet are okay. Feet are okay in my book.
I have no opinion on feet. I do not care about them negatively or positively.
Yeah.
They're just a part of the body for me.
Hate them.
Hate them. How do we all feel about feet? Go on.
No,
Taylor. No, you don't like
I
them?
don't like them. I mean, I don't like freak out about them.
That's
but
what,
I
like,
don't
some, like,
them.
Some people,
like,
you'll,
say my
move
foot's
your
there,
feet
and I,
over.
like, cross my foot, and
Yeah,
I,
like, my
touch you, and I
sis- yeah.
accidentally touch your hand or something.
No, I
Some
wouldn't.
people will be like,
You would
"Ah."
freak
Yeah,
out?
my sister.
No.
I just don't
Not
like
Because
that-
it's me, or,
I don't.
like...
I just don't like working on them.
Okay.
Okay.
But I don't mind.
I
if,
Do you
like,
hate
Up close
feet?
and personal with
touches me.
feet, yeah.
Do you hate feet?
I dislike feet, but I can deal with it. Like, I don't
Yeah.
mind. Like, if we're chilling, you, like, put your feet on my legs, whatever. But, like, don't fucking touch your bare feet on my hands.
Yeah, that's weird.
Get your bare feet out of here.
I have nice feet.
You do.
I have one painted toenail right now, and I have been so lazy to
Girl,
take
me
off
too.
that nail polish.
I mean, I'm not even gonna lie.
Well, listeners, you can see we all got issues.
No,
Everybody's got issues on body image, and so you just gotta buck up and...
I do think it's really important to talk about the things that people don't talk about that everyone feels, because other people will relate to them.
And pretty people out there, know that... Yeah, seriously, know that
Fuck you.
unless you put yourself in other people's shoes, nobody's gonna like you.
Yeah.
Have a soul,
Yeah.
not just a shell.
What's a soul?
Well, this has been Peeves and Qs. You can find us on Twitter at Peeves and Qs. You can email us your own questions, thoughts about body image or Star Wars at peevesandqspodcast@gmail.com.
But not both.
Definitely
you
not.
You can't comment on C-3PO's body image
No,
because he
Jabba the
doesn't
Hutt.
have one.
No.
Okay.
That is droidist of you, I'll have you know.
Don't care.
Thank you for listening.
Droids don't have souls.
I have a soul.
I didn't say you were a droid.
And
Just
good
wanna
night.
let you know.